It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, we're just 8 days away from two important runoffs for positions in the United States Senate. The early voting process picks back up today here in Wayne County after the Christmas holidays, with early voting all this week, Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Then Tuesday, January 5th, voting precincts will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Election Day. Balance of the U.S. Senate on the line, Kelly Loeffler running against Raphael Warnock and David Perdue running against John Ossoff. Heading into today here in Wayne County, 3,204 registered voters have already cast their ballots. On Tuesday, December 22nd, 462 voters showed up. And on Wednesday, December 23rd, 190 voters cast their ballots between 8 a.m. and 12 noon. The registrar's office is open today from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Social distancing is being observed, and all poll workers are wearing masks. Voters are encouraged to wear a mask, but they state it's not mandatory. Handicapped voters and those voters aged 75 years of age and over should enter the courthouse via the handicap access entrance, which is the back entrance of the courthouse. Those voters will be given priority voting according to federal law. Once again, the election is 1 week away from Tuesday. The date is Tuesday, January 5th. President Trump announced he's planning a campaign trip to Georgia on Monday, January 4th, the day before the election in Georgia. That event's going to be held at 7 p.m. at the regional airport outside at Dalton, Georgia, carpet manufacturing hub in northwest Georgia. Once again, the election date a week from tomorrow, Tuesday, January 5th. Again, polls on that day will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. here in Wayne County. Today, the registrar's office is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. for early voting. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. In other news, Sheriff John Carter reports that Mark-Keene Dion Cannon of Jesup was convicted on drug charges in Wayne County Superior Court and sentenced to a total of 25 years, with the first 8 years to be served in prison. The conviction came after the GBI and the Wayne County Sheriff's Office Drug Unit and the Wayne County District Attorney's Office entered a lengthy investigation. During the course of the investigation, law enforcement seized ounces of methamphetamine and marijuana. Cannon was arrested back on Tuesday, February 25th of 2020, charged with the sale of methamphetamine, trafficking methamphetamine, and sale of methamphetamine within 100 feet of a housing authority, possession of marijuana with intent to distribute and possession of drug-related objects. Once again, convicted on Wednesday, December 9th in Wayne County Court, and again sentenced to 25 years with the first 8 to be served in prison. High-speed chase turned fatal Christmas morning in Liberty County after authorities say a driver refused to stop for the Georgia State Patrol. According to the GSP, a trooper was working speed enforcement on I-95 in Liberty County around 11:45 a.m. Friday when his radar detected a red Mustang traveling southbound around 100 miles per hour. Trooper attempted to initiate a traffic stop and began to pursue the Mustang, which exited I-95 in Midway. Driver continued into the city, then headed to Richmond Hill before making a U-turn towards Riceboro. Driver continued traveling over 100 miles per hour until the trooper used a pit maneuver, causing the driver to hit a power pole, flip over, and collide with the Mustang. Passenger of the Mustang was ejected during the crash and fled the scene. He was later arrested on I-95 at the South Newport exit, trying to flag down vehicles. The driver of the Mustang was pronounced dead at the scene. His identity has not been released as the GSP still attempted to notify next of kin. Trooper received a minor injury when his airbag deployed. GSP Specialized Collision Reconstruction Team has been called in to investigate the accident. Traffic crashes across Georgia during the holidays in Christmas time resulted in 26 deaths. This year, the holiday travel period was 126 hours long. It began at 6 p.m. Friday, December 21st, ended at midnight on Tuesday, December 26th. Statewide, GSP says they investigated 700 traffic crashes that resulted in 333 injuries and the 26 deaths. In addition to the crashes, 285 people were arrested for DUI, while 9,982 citations were written and 15,888 warnings were issued as well. We'll come back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes of news, COVID-19 virus continues to be in the headlines not only across the state but across the nation. Here in the state of Georgia, the Department of Public Health reported 2,968 new confirmed cases of the virus in the state on Sunday, December 27th. That brings the total to 543,707 confirmed cases in the state since the pandemic began. At least 9,714 coronavirus-related deaths have been reported across the state. 5 new deaths were reported on Sunday. Chamber of Commerce gearing up for its Eggs and Issues breakfast at the Pine Forest Country Club on Thursday, January 7th. It takes place from 7:30 to 9 a.m. This year's event will be a little different than years past due to COVID-19 as social distancing guidelines. They'll host a combination of an in-person and virtual event. The first 10 sponsors will have 8 in-person tickets. All others will be given virtual tickets to access and view the program online. Virtual tickets will be free to chamber members and $10 for non-chamber members. And a great opportunity to hear from the legislators before they head to Atlanta to begin the 2021 legislative session. Guest speakers will be Senator Blake Tillery, Representatives Bill Werkheiser, and Representative Stephen Meeks. Again, to register, call the chamber or visit their website, waynechamber.com. Again, the event set for Thursday, January 7th from 7:30 to 9 a.m. at the Pine Forest Country Club. That's going to do it for the latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan said have a great day.